There it is. There it is. What's going on, world? There it is. And it's supposed to hit 90 degrees today. So everybody's back. It's about to hit 90 degrees, 80 something right now. Actually, right when I left the house again. Came back when I left the house again. Hella warm. Hella warm. Look at this way. Give me a second. I'm trying to stay in the shade right now before I grab this breakfast sandwich. Yeah. Grab the breakfast sandwich. You know, get a thing of coffee maybe. That shit gonna be strong though. I don't know. I'm worried about that a little bit. I'm worried about that a little bit. You know. But I'm trying to get to the road of 200. Sooner than later. The road of 200. How's it going? And if I get to 200, I might end up just continuing the pre-recorded stuff or the. I don't know yet. We'll see. Like I gotta figure this out. I don't know, man. I've been thinking about it a little bit. Also, I got my theories on what's going on with the page. I could be wrong. Like, what's crazy is like the past year has shown me some things about intuition that I shouldn't ignore. You know what I mean? I shouldn't ignore. But we'll see, man. We'll see where the chips fall. Right now, we walking over to the spot. Different from yesterday. I'm trying to mix it up, but like I said, I get paid. I said this in the morning. Yeah, and get paid tomorrow night, if not Thursday morning. So Wednesday night, Thursday morning, that direct deposit is gonna hit. And the thing about it is like, you know, we'll see if they add the 4 hour pay. We'll see about that. If they don't, they don't. Nonetheless, it's gonna be decent pay. Pay off credit card stuff here and there. You know what I'm saying? Due payments, take care of those. Save up a little bit, add to the next one. Like, I'm just staying locked in right now. I'll try and take care of some loan debt. There's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on. Anyway, that's just me locking in on the week. I might just see energy wise and energy reciprocated wise. Like I think might be one of the ones for a minute. I might let it rest because the YouTube is trying to process 4 or 5 streams a day that I'm creating. It's a lot going on, so it's like with all the processing happening on the channel, with the consistent posting, the consistent going live, letting an hour happen here and there, all the stuff that keeps happening. I don't even think YouTube's able to keep up with me posting so much and creating so much at a time. So, I did like 6 live streams yesterday, 4 of them. One was the workout, 3 was like the live stream face to face talk, and 2 of them the Silk Song. One of those Silk Song ones was 2 hours. Like it's just a lot to process. So I don't know if I need to slow down. Starting tomorrow, like I said, I was trying to stay busy till I go back to work, and starting tomorrow, go back to work. I'll probably get like one in, you know what I mean? Get off work and then wash up, get one in, or one or two, because I'll be able to hit the Silk Song. You know what I'm saying? If it's Wednesday, I can do it till about 8 p.m. So I have a time frame. I have a time frame to make it happen. You know? Look at my hair, man. There's some weirdos right behind me. Weird shit. Always something, ain't it? Yeah, we going up the street to the spot right now. Today's supposed to be in the 80s. I think around 3 p.m. it's gonna be in the 90s, which is gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I was gonna be outside as often as I possibly could. Get some sunshine and some good weather. You know? Post up and enjoy myself. End of summer. What it's looking like. But we'll see if them seats in the shade is available. I don't know. But yeah, man, I got the laptop with me. We staying focused, man, every day. Ain't locked in. Good, man. 2 workout days in a row is good for me because I don't think I got a chance to work out last week. I work 3 days a week, and I barely had time to. I mean, I had time, I just didn't use it to work out. But here we are, just making this happen. You know, funny enough, when I sat at this bench, might have been yesterday or the other day. I saw my guy who at the place, the husband who was at the cafe, so I'll be able to see them again today when I get my sandwich posted outside. And today, see who's locked in with the channel. Little dogs always be barking the most. That's funny. But yeah, we'll see who. You know, I'm testing a few people's patience right now. People are asking, this is a good thing. You don't need to worry about me. It's a great thing. You know. But that's what I hate, man. I've been on crash out time, and then people want to test that again. I'm like, all right, here we go. I'm trying to chill out, best way possible. Oh, they close it down. They got the AC there. I know it's gonna be warm. All right. Zombie. No, I exercise in the morning. Hey, good morning. I exercise in the morning though. Oh, man. Hey, how's it going, man? Zombie, let me know if it's better. I'm inside right now. Harpreet, what's going on? Zombie, am I reading that correctly? Let me know if it got better though. Let me know if the connection got better. I'm indoors right now, and I'm out. I might sit back outside. I'm at to grab a. It's better right now. Okay, yeah, I'm at to grab a coffee and a breakfast sandwich. Or let me show you. So they got the egg sandwich, breakfast sandwich. I'm gonna grab one of those. The morning. I'm saying it correctly. Okay, cool. That's cool. As long as I'm doing it right, man. How you doing? Could I do the egg sandwich, please? Yeah. Could I do the turkey? Turkey, please. And then could I do an ice americano? 12 ounce. Uh huh. Turkey. Turkey, please. Yeah. Yeah. To go. To go. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Let me do the tap pay real quick. All right. Let me know if it's back. 18 for that? Is it for you? Oh, you know what's crazy? You're right. It is 12. It is What time is it over there? It's 12 over here. I just realized. Yeah, I'm gonna sit on this side. Am I getting in the way? I'm getting it to go. I'm gonna just say it. But yeah, it's actually 12, bro. You're right. Oh, you're in Texas? Um, what was I gonna say? No, this morning I thought it was still morning, but I left the house kind of late. The house is hella warm. Excuse me. So I could barely charge the phone. It was like overheating. Let me see something. Okay, it's 18. Yeah, it was too hot. It's too warm right now, honestly. We're gonna have to hit the cut in a second. Let me know if you're sticking around, because I'm about to walk out. Um, and then I'll post up. All right, good percentage. But no, I don't know if you were here. If you were here in the morning, that's when I went to the park. I played basketball at the park earlier. So I did that like 2 days in a row, and then I'm like, it's good, man, because I need it before I go back to work. Are you just tuning in? Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to do as much as I can. Process of your phone's at 6%. Damn, bro, you gotta put in the charger. If you're at home, put it in the charger. I got no AC. Well, we didn't turn on the AC, but yes, it was weird. Yesterday was like 60 degrees, 62 at the most. It was like kind of a cold, and then today we're like in the 80s, so it jumped like 15 to 20 degrees in like 24 hours. So we had no, I put the fan back in the closet, and then the AC, like we're just trying to save electricity really. So I mean, but it's not that bad honestly. It's never too hot for me. You just sweat it out and then you rinse it off later. Falls on that, but that's why I look at it. You know. Sports stuff. I'm trying to do more of it. Trying to do more sports stuff. Zombie. Um, I'm trying to have like. So the thing is, when I train at the gym, at the boxing gym, it's like there's other people doing private classes on the side. And my thing is, if I brought my phone out and did like the live stream, I would want to respect them and their privacy. You know what I mean? Because we're kind of just training together, but I don't want to like film their progress or something like that. Sometimes they're in the background, but when I do the 60 seconds, it's like snippets of what they're doing. So I'm not like fully showing them, if that makes sense. So it's easier for me to just be at the park, public park, and do that. You know what I mean? It's easy for me to be at a public park or like a open gym at a community center, and then just hoop or something like that. So I'm starting to lean more towards basketball. Honestly, it's more fun. It's more tiring. I'm not used to it basically. But yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. Hold on, man. All right, we back. Yeah, the bakery. Golden Wheat Bakery. Best spots. No lie. And it's funny because like I knew a couple people who knew about this before me, and I didn't really like wasn't even vibing with them. But that doesn't mean that the joint ain't dope. That the joint ain't nice. Yeah, I had to see for myself. You know, like no judgment. You got to see for yourself sometimes. So happy things playing out the way they did. Yeah, man. Oh shit. It's bomb as hell. Yeah, right now. Yep. Yeah, it's in the spot right now. I forgot to practice my Spanish today when I went inside, so maybe next time I'll try to remember it. But shit. Maybe I'll lock in. Remember next time. Yeah. Trying to finish everything before October though. You know, like I got opportunity. I mean, I could be wrong, but possibly tonight to complete everything. But we'll see. I might take people up on that dinner offer. Mm. Got to text a couple people back. See what's going on. Cause like it's hot as hell. I might as well be inside, but like there's some shit I should get done. So also it's good to like, the older you get, people lose the value of just spending time with people. So because you're trying to work all the time, but sometimes that shit ain't even important, man. Sometimes you gotta spend time with the right people. Important, bro. Just re up on the smoke, you know, recharge the lighter fluid, all that. I smoked last night, but shit. He's been doing it more often. Yeah, man. Put this right here. A good fucking sandwich. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's the other thing too. Like I guess like reflecting a bit on the practice this morning. Like reflecting a little bit. Oh my bad. I yeah, I gotta use the same basketball pretty much because that shit it was hard to deal with. You know, that frustrated me last time I did the I forgot what park I went to or what gym I went to. Excuse me. But then I used the same basketball on that. I barely get like a handle on it, you know? So I barely can get a handle and like it was hard to dribble and maneuver. But on that same topic. So I need to do it more. Like practice on it. Oh my bad. Practice on it more. And I don't know, man. We'll see. Yeah, keep on practicing. Keep practicing, keep training every day. Yeah, man. I'll stay healthy. Still them crumbs. Still, I'm gonna leave this for the birds. I'm gonna leave those for the birds. Find a little spot for them. I'll leave it over here. Yeah. Where the pigeons be at, type shit, you know? Like right on the grass. Sometimes the birds fly through, get something to eat. Yeah, yeah, buddy. Don't see nobody mobbing through. We can go run in and out real quick. I'll be right back. Uh, that's good. Yeah, man. We'll see, man. I get to mobbing up the hill. We'll see what kind of engagement happens. You know, they said my reception ain't too great outside, but that might be part of the issue. That might be part of the problem. Let me just start walking up. You know, phone's been in the shade, but so is the drink, so it hasn't really melted. But that might be a good thing. It's less watery. Might be a good thing. See, let's see what's going on. Get to it. Let's get moving. When it starts to cool down, I'll probably get back to moving fast. But right now, we're chilling right now. Let me hit him like this. Hit him with the leave a little something for the birds all the time. See how locked in I get today. See how locked in I get today. You know, I want to make it an hour, but it don't have to be. You don't gotta be. You know. After that certain threshold, I might just, hit my numbers, hit my marks. That's it. Stay consistent every day. I think back to my homie who was homeless. I'm surprised he didn't do this shit, but maybe he did it in some way, shape, or form. I just don't know about it. My thing is like, if I was homeless like him, I probably would have been doing this too. Found a place to charge up, and in between all the little, charging up, I'd go outside or just be somewhere with the phone out live stream and just talking about my life, kind of keeping people updated, letting people know. Because sometimes there are homeless people who live stream. Sometimes you find that. I don't know if I've seen one personally. I might have seen one where like some people living out the car. There's some people who live out their car and they're homeless, but I don't know. I don't know if I've seen it really, but I know that it exists. So, but yeah, it's interesting, man. Thought about some of my friends and family members' faults, but it's just like they just ain't doing it, and they just ain't doing it. It is what it is. Let me do this real quick. Let me do this real quick. Get this ice out. Who the bitch? All right, here we go. Put the ice on the tree. Ice and coffee in the tree. I don't know what the tree's gonna do with the caffeine, but they got that coffee. They got that ice. I'll be walking through hella spider webs. I'm back. What I miss? Did I enjoy? Did you enjoy your breakfast? Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. It's pretty good. Thank you for coming back, Zombie. I just been chilling the whole time. I did a little, breakfast sandwich mukbang, pretty much, for lack of a better term. So yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming back. I actually just dumped the ice out from the cup, put it on the tree, threw the cup away or whatever. But nothing gets wasted, man. That's the thing when you show up to these live streams. One thing about me, no minutes of the day, no hours of the day I'm not planning to waste. Trying to stay active, trying to stay creating. If it's my day off, I treat my day off like a work day. I just keep working, keep on getting on live stream, keep getting on a library Wi-Fi. Do something. If I ain't doing that, I'm at the house recording some video game stuff. You know what I mean? That was a nice tree. Get some cool water. Yeah, that ice is gonna melt. Get a bit of ice and some caffeine. Maybe a little bit of caffeine on there. I don't know if the tree needs it. Maybe the bugs will take the caffeine. Some of those bugs and organisms getting caffeinated out there. It might be a thing. The sun's gonna be behind me, so I might have to flip cam in a second. Yeah, is it too bright? There we go. What games go up? What games go up play? Well, I don't know if I'm reading that correctly. What games go up play? Or do I play? Is that what you're saying? Let me know. Let me know if I'm reading that right before I answer. Because I'll just go off on a tangent. But if they got available chairs, I'm gonna go sit in the park and get some shade before I walk over to the library. Cause I'm gonna go to the library, use the Wi-Fi, get on Steam, and you're gonna see me. I might go live stream right away, right after this. Plug in all my devices and just get right to it. You know, hang out with the usual suspects over there. Peaceful library. That's what I make out of it. Last thing I need is a cricket on caffeine jumping at me. Yeah. Cricket on caffeine is crazy. That would look crazy though. Cricket on caffeine. That's kind of scary. Cause it's like they're harmless, but then it's just like, bro, you're hella jumpy right now. You gotta relax, cricket. I meant, do you play? So right now I'm playing Silksong on Steam, and I need to finish up recording Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. I'm actually pretty much at the end of both games. So if you tune in later today, I'm probably gonna jump on Silksong, and I'll go live with that. Like from right now, maybe give or take like an hour from now, I'll be on live again. Cause I'm gonna try to wrap this up. If you're hanging out, I'm still here. You know what I mean? Whoever's here in the chat with me, I hang out with them. And then here, let me show you this. You see those two trees right there? The lady says sometimes the lady who lives there says sometimes there's an eagle that perches up top there. And we're on top of the hill, so you know, it's just chilling. Anyway, yeah, whoever chills on the stream with me, I just be chilling till they come and go. There's some nights where people just talk to me like the whole night, and I'm like, damn, just talk to me till my phone battery dies out. I'm cool with that. But if it's not that, then I just hit my marks. But we'll see. You know, pretty much whenever I end this stream, I try to just set up for the next one, get my space situated, use the bathroom, get the space situated, and then from there, I'll jump into the next one. So, you know, a lot of it is like an example. It's like I'm using my phone right now, right? Using my phone. Once the battery here kind of starts dying, start charging it up. As I'm charging it up, I'm sitting at the library. As I'm sitting at the library, I use the Wi-Fi and I live stream off the laptop. So then I keep utilizing each device. You know what I'm saying? Utilize the battery, utilize the next one, recharge, walk outside, do it again, come back inside, recharge, do it again. You know, so I just keep that cycle going. And then that way I can create as many live streams throughout the day as possible. Different forms of content, different forms of conversation, whoever drops in, whoever sees it. I make it pretty open-ended, like I just say, live chat. Nice. I've never heard about those games. What kind of games are they? Hack and slash shooter. It's like a you know, like Metroidvania, like Metroid and Castlevania, side scroller. It's more of a hack and slash side scroller, if you will. Well, I shouldn't say 2D necessarily, but yeah, it's a hack and slash side scroller. If you know Hollow Knight, it's pretty much the sequel to Hollow Knight, because one of the characters in there, one of the main characters, it's their storyline now. It's the Hornet. So the actual Hollow Knight, the kid, the Hollow Bug kid or whatever happens to him, this is the sequel with the girl that's in the storyline. Like on a rotation, yeah, I'm trying to do that rotation. Hit the rotation. Yeah, we are here in the park. Oh, here. I played basketball here too. There's been a live stream where I was here in Madrona. There's a playlist I got. It's just called Workout Live Streams. Workout Live Streams and Post. So it has my boxing stuff in there. It has the boxing shorts, but it also has the what do you call these? The basketball live streams. So it has both of them. But yeah. So, but I was here. I can't remember how many. I might have been last month or something. Like the heat of the summer, like right in the middle of the summer, and it was good to be up here in the morning. I'll tell you this story. I was here in the morning doing the basketball, and then I'm over here like, yeah, I know I'm gonna be here for at least 20-30 minutes. And there's these two guys that came in. They had like workout gear on, and then they're on the other side of the hoop, and they're hooping over there, and then they're filming themselves, and then they leave after like 4 or 5 minutes. I was like, damn, that's some bullshit. They just did it for highlights and for like some content. But I was like, I'm really here working out on live stream. Like, you're watching me miss shots, you're watching me chase rebounds, walk, you know, kind of run towards the middle of the street to stop the ball from falling in the street, like little shit like that, like just live. And like these guys are over here just like 4 minutes of, you know, weak ass dribbles and, oh, you missed a shot, oh, let's do it again, dribble, make a shot, like, you know, motherfuckers just sat there for 3-4 minutes or whatever. And it was kind of it was disturbing to me. Because imagine if someone did that in the boxing gym, we'll just beat their ass either on the spot or like right outside. You know, I'm a gamer in the sense I spend my time playing games, but I only play a few games, but over and over again. You should start document. I don't know if you do or not, because I don't know about your page, but you should start documenting them because one thing I was talking about with people was like the games that you love to play. That's one thing, but it's another thing to like document it and show people the interpretation of how you play it. Because I play a lot of RPGs. I play a lot of Dragon Quest, Pokemon. I'm about to play Digimon next month, and then I just play a lot of RPG games. And the way you develop your team, the way you develop your main character, and how you, you know what I'm saying, customize them. That's an interpretation of yourself, but it's also good documentation for people who want to play the game because I thought about sometimes there's people who are gamers that like are kind of bedridden, like they're just little kids stuck in bed because they're sick all the time, or like people who have like physical limitations. And sometimes like when I show them the live streams or if I show them the video game stuff, they pretty much are able to live through me. So, people who don't have access to buying video games or playing stuff, they're able to see the gameplay through us. Because I wasn't able to see the Japanese Dragon Quest. I was able to watch someone play it back in the MySpace days, like back in '07. I found like a Japanese channel where someone was documenting themselves playing Dragon Quest, and I was able to live through them playing that game, if that makes sense. So it's kind of cool if you do that, if that makes sense. Hopefully, what I'm saying is yeah, Anyway, nice. The weather doesn't look too bad, lol, because the heat. Oh yeah, because the heat, man. Stay hydrated. Yeah, I gotta. It's funny because when I'm live streaming, sometimes I be trying to drink a lot of water, and then I'll have to like black out the screen and mute the microphone so that way nobody hears me go to the bathroom basically. So I'll do some shit like that. It happened last time at the community center. I had to run inside and use the bathroom, and I was like, yeah, let me go in there real quick and just use the bathroom. And yeah, I got that in. My bad. It's like they made a mess just to film cleaning the mess. It's crazy, man. And I was disappointed because it's like I'm not even a hooper like that. Like I don't like. I had one friend tell me I was, but I was like, nah. I really just go to the park and practice by myself because I know I can't make shots. Like I know my aim is bad, so I'm just trying to master my aim and then practice. You know what I mean? So I got more serious this morning. Um, and like I said, like a month ago, even when or a couple weeks ago when I was doing that basketball shit, it's like it's just like you guys came in with some weird like fancy neon workout gear just to fuck around and do a stupid dribble and then make a shot. And like I wasn't paying attention to them. I was just doing my thing. You know what I mean? I was just doing my thing. But I noticed that they came here for 3 minutes. They look like serious people. So I was like, damn, I hope they don't ask me to play a game of one-on-one or something because I'm just here trying to practice. And then they went on the side and just did some goofy shit. So I was like, oh, you know what? That makes me feel like even worse about them. Like not in a bad way, but you know what I'm trying to say? Like it's just weird, man. It's just like I don't like I'm doing it because I just want to work out and make myself vulnerable. I want to show it. Like when I posted my boxing videos, I don't like my form. I think I'm slow. I think I'm a little slow. I'm not as fast as I used to be, and I'm a little sluggish. My form is off, and I was like, let me post this because there's people that are a little bit older, if not people trying to get back in shape that want to see that too. And here I am trying. I did a couple stretches. My belly fat was jiggling. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, yeah, that looks kind of cool. I might as well post it up because it's vulnerable. So let's put that out there. But it's just funny people do like just straight highlights shit. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that sometimes, but to each their own. No, I usually keep quiet online. Being on camera feels scary. So here's the thing, Zombie. You don't have to be on camera because the thing is, when I live stream a Silk song, I don't turn on my webcam and I don't have my mic on. You know what I mean? So it's just the actual gameplay. And then when I record on the, what I'm saying is, if you have a capture card like an Elgato capture card, you could just record your gameplays at the house, and then you can post them up later. So like you'll see on my channel, there's like playlists and a whole bunch of videos just continuously of like Pokemon and Dragon Quest. Like just that's my main thing is just RPG games. And I also did Bomberman, shit like that. And the funny part or the fun part about it is like it's just my interpretation of the game. This is how I design my main character, and this is how I design my team, etc. You know how that goes. And I just had fun with it. I need to do Shining Pearl, but I'm waiting for Pokemon ZA. I'm going to do Pokemon ZA, and I'm going to have a backlog of games that I want to play just to get the documentation of it, and then we're going to, just move forward from there. So I have so many games that I just have like physical copies for, and I just want to play and document just because, it occupies time, it creates content. Yeah, but I think it's important. I think there's an important part to it that people kind of overlook sometimes. It does make sense as long as you're having fun just to promote that. Like, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Thanks for the inspiration. Some people might enjoy watching 7 days to die, or even tack. Yeah, yeah. If those are your games, man, like those are because the thing is, I don't know how to explain it. Like I used to play the same games over and over. Like sometimes I'd restart files on Pokemon, and I would just lay in. Like there was a time period, like maybe a little bit after high school, I was just laying in bed with my DS playing Diamond, if not Black and White, or Black and White 2, or something like that. I was just laying in bed playing the video game. But then, like when I looked back at it, like a couple years later, I was like, man, that whole time period, I was actually really depressed. Like I was just depressed, laying in bed and occupying the time playing video games that I missed out on because we were moving homes, and when we moved homes, we were poor for a long stretch of years, and we only spent money on food, and we didn't do any extracurricular shit. So when I finally had money to do the extracurricular shit, by that time period, I had dealt with a breakup. I had dealt with certain family members dying. One of my grandmas died that used to live next door. My uncle had died. Just certain things were starting to affect me that I didn't realize were bothering me. And then like all my friends were either moving or they were dying. So it's like all this shit was happening where I just decided I was just gonna lay in bed. Anything that pissed me off, I was gonna punch a hole in the wall. You know what I mean? I didn't know I was being like a little angsty late teenager, if you will. But I realized if I had utilized that time period to just actually document the gaming, like, yeah, this is my team that I created during my personal depression. This is my Pokemon team that I created. The thought of that would have been cool. You know what I mean? So it's really interesting. Where it's just like I look back at those time periods, like, yeah, they were useful in terms of information. You know what I mean? Because right now everything just feels like work. It doesn't really have a. But that's what I'm trying to say is like we have these weird like time periods where we're just like gaming. But I think there's nothing wrong with us sharing those experiences or our interpretations of those RPGs or those like gameplays with other people. Because, for example, like you're saying, tech, it's like there's a way that you play the game that's different than the average person or someone who plays it perfectly. You know what I mean? And that stuff is cool because when I play like Hollow Knight and Silk Song, all I do is brawl. All I do is swing, 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 and I die a lot. So when you watch my live streams, you're gonna see me die over and over and over again. But there's some people who play very perfectly, and I'm not a perfect player at all. Like I wish I was that good, but you're gonna see me make a lot of mistakes. My whole channel is all about me gaming and making mistakes, which is funny as hell. Lilith, what's going on? Appreciate it, appreciate it. So that's what I've been thinking about. I'll be making a lot of mistakes when I game. It's fun though, because it's like you're just gaming. I'm not trying to be perfect or like I'm not trying to time speed or speed run shit. My bad, my bad, my bad. I accidentally deleted your shiny Alakazam because you can't delete the shiny Alakazam. Damn. What color is shiny Alakazam? He's like I need to look into that. Like, what color is he actually? Got to think about this because I don't know if I ever seen that. I used to have a shiny Nidoking. It's pink. Oh shit. Okay, a pink Alakazam is crazy. I used to have a shiny. I caught a shiny Nidorino when I played Gold version on GB on Game Boy Color. And then it's funny because I thought it was gone forever because we got rid of the games growing up. But I went to the Philippines and I guess I wanted to play my cousin at Pokemon Stadium because he turned on the power to the old Nintendo 64. We blew out and cleaned the Pokemon Stadium cartridges. We put it inside, and then you know what? I forgot on Pokemon Stadium you can save teams from certain game files. So they still had my team that had Mewtwo. What the fuck was it? It was like Mewtwo, Typhlosion, Blue Nidoking. Like it was a crazy team. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, this team still exists. So my Blue Nidoking still exists on Pokemon Stadium in the Philippines, which is crazy. The actual game cartridge doesn't exist, but that's it is what it is. Um, Excuse me, I'm fighting back a sneeze. I'm sorry to hear all that, but at the same time, I enjoy your perspective. And that's what's interesting. In the time period, I wasn't smart or sharp enough to really like lock in and then think about that. But like I said, the older you get, you realize like I don't want to say time. When people say time doesn't exist, a lot of it why time doesn't exist is because just it feels like just yesterday when I was really sad, just laying in bed all the time. And at the time period, I didn't realize I was sad laying in bed. So every time I'm in bed, just being really sad, I realize like, yeah, this is just like how it was yesterday. And then I'm like, well, then now that I'm aware of it, now that you know better, you do better. So it's like, okay, if I ever feel this bad in a slum, what should I do? I should sit up straight, put on the game, connect the Elgato and the laptop, and then let's get to recording. Let's make something out of it. This is the way to beat your slump. Get out of your own slump and get out of your own head sometimes. So, um, but it's not easy. It's not easy for everyone. But that's why I speak about it, and I speak so openly about whether I was depressed or whether I was suicidal or whether I was actually hurt by people's words. I'm open about talking about it because I think everyone experiences that shit and they're not sure how to admit it. And the whole admitting is the first step. If you're able to admit it, you're able to kind of just take inventory of where you're at in life and then just move forward from there. So I'm very open about that shit because I'm like, I'll take any help I can get, and I might as well give the same help out to the universe. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. My bad. What the fuck was I saying? Lilith. Oh, LOL. Absolutely. Thank you for dropping in, Lilith. I don't know if I think I missed Borderlands last night, but I'm probably gonna be trying to live stream as much as I can today. I'm debating whether or not I don't know yet until I sit down and I do Silksong, but I might be locked in today on the gameplay, and I might skip out on this dinner that might happen later tonight. But I feel like I'm supposed to go. But the only thing is, like, I feel like I'm going for personal reasons where I just want to re up on cigars and my lighter fluid. But I don't know. We'll see, man. I'm just playing things by ear right now. I feel like I'm supposed to go, but I don't. You know, it's important to spend time with people, and not just be locked into like working, working, working all the time. N64 and Pokemon Stadium was my first game in console. Oh shit, yeah. Pokemon Stadium 1, it was crazy. And then like the mini games that they had on Pokemon Stadium 2, that shit was hella fun. My cousins used to come over to our house and we'd play all the time. That was crazy. It's always easier said than done. Yeah, you gotta make it happen, Zombie. It's one step at a time because my first, when my channel, I didn't want to put myself out there. I had a YouTube channel and it didn't like I wasn't doing shit with it. And then one day I decided, let me just open one pack of Pokemon cards a day for shorts, YouTube shorts. So that was my first shorts content, was Pokemon cards. But then funny enough, um, you know, the reason why I did that is because I didn't want to show my face. But then after a while, I was like, there's nothing wrong with just getting on cam and just chopping it up. I think the first time I put myself on camera was, there was either a few videos that I recorded here and there that had my face. And if it wasn't that, it was the Thanksgiving last year where I decided, like, I left the house. Because I don't think anyone came by the house for Thanksgiving. It was just us hanging out. Nobody came by to visit us. And I was like, man, fuck all this. So I went outside and just started live streaming. You know what I mean? For Christmas, like, I had to ask people to come by because I ended up just buying gifts for people. And I was like, yeah, just come by for Christmas. I got some shit for you. But I think this year a lot has changed in the past 365. Like, the amount of love I have for people kind of gone. You know what I mean? Good or bad. I don't know how to explain it. But I just noticed some bullshit about people. I was like, all the, like, when I say ignorance, like me just not being aware of stuff, like I was kind of like, ignorance is bliss. Like, I was kind of just enjoying my time and energy with people. But I was like, you know what, man, I realized people don't really fuck with me like that. And they're doing it out of like, I don't know what the word is. Like, they just kind of, I don't know what the word is, bro. Like, it's not pity, but it's somewhere along those lines. It was a bust anyway, Lilith says. I got lost over and over, and then I rage quit. So, damn, you didn't miss much. I mean, but see, that I live for moments like that. I like my guy Solarian. Like, I watch him play Stardew. Do his little thing on there, and there's no right or wrong way to play the game. He's just playing the game. And the thing is, when I'm in your live streams, we're able to just hear you chat and just listen to that. 1 second, let me clear my phone off. Yeah, we're able to just kind of like send you chats, and then you're able to respond to us. So that's always fun. That's what I like. I like hanging out with people in live stream, because the thing is, you hang out with me, Lilith. So I like going to your live streams and hanging out too. That's one of the best parts. You dread holidays, Zombie? You'd say you're antisocial. I see. It's funny, man. When I was a kid, I was kind of antisocial. No, I'm sorry. I was really out there, and then I became antisocial. It's funny. I became antisocial when I started working out more. When I worked out a lot, I was like, man, I can't vibe with nobody. I just want to work out. I don't even fuck with nobody. So I was like hella just like introverted damn near. And then when I started getting into the arts and stuff, I seemed to be a little more extroverted and out there again. And then now that what's going on with life, with all this grief and all this other funny shit, I feel like I'm very, like, I don't say boisterous, but like I'm very pompous. Like, I'll talk my shit and I'll be looking for smoke all the time, but I really don't want people messing with me. I'm like, just leave me alone. Like, I'll be barking and ready to bite all at the same time. I'm like, just leave me alone though, because if it ain't about work, I ain't with nothing. I ain't trying to do nothing, man. That's where I'm at. If it ain't positive, don't even talk to me. Baby steps are the best way to get out of that funk. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Just little by little, man. You'd be surprised. You surprise yourself, man. You'd be surprised at your own potential some days. Pretty cool. You were able to start getting yourself out of funk. Shows determination. I do as well, Zombie. Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. I be feeling. There's this word called ambiverted, where it's like you're somewhere between introvert and extrovert. I feel like I've always been that, because like I'm always on some form of 60-40. You know what I mean? I'm on some 60%, 40% barking, but don't talk to me. Right, right. But I think about that sometimes where some, and because I have a strong connection with dogs and shit. So it's like some dogs just be barking because they want to see who you are, but they're also like, do not come here. Do not come to this house. Do not come to this fence. That's how they be. And then sometimes I'm like that sometimes where I might just posture a little bit. Some human being shit. Humans don't really bark, but like they just kind of posture a little bit. And I'm just like, don't be fucking with me today. And then some people will message me. Some people will call me. And I'm like, I don't even know why you bothering to talk to me right now. If you know you want bullshit, I don't know why you're doing this. We had one dude who showed up who wanted to come to the Beyblade meetup. We have these Beyblade meetups on Sunday. This dude messaged me. I say this story all the time. This dude messaged me while I'm at the Beyblade meetup. He said, "Hey, I'm happy that you were able to have a Sunday thing, like a weekly thing, because that was the stuff I was trying to set up." Now, mind you, as some backstory, this dude, he showed up to events. He lost the little kids. He lost the people that were using expensive blades, and then he would cry about it and he would bitch about it. And he's a grown man bitching about a kid's game. So then he would constantly leave, and then he would constantly change the narrative, like, "Oh, I got kicked out of the scene." So anyway, fast forward, like the actual head organizers finally forgave him. We're like, "You know what, man? We believe you're making a change. You can come back in. Like, we'll accept you." And I'm like, I think he's been given too many chances, personally. Fast forward, he's messaging me all this shit like, "I'm happy you have the meetups. Maybe I'll come by and hang out." And everyone is so autistic or they're so introverted, they don't know how to talk to him or confront him. And I was like, you know what, man, don't even fucking bother coming here because a lot of people don't even fuck with you, and I really don't either. Like, I'm not even gonna beat around the bush, bro. Like, don't come here with that shit. You're gonna be over here bitching about something. We're gonna give, because the thing is, we're adults, so we buy blades for the kids sometimes. We're gonna give some really good blades to the kids. Those kids are gonna probably beat his ass at the game, and he's gonna cry about it again too. It's like, bro, you're like in your 30s tripping about this. So like, there's certain people I draw the line with because I be chill for the most part. But when I see people doing shit like that, like making everyone in the whole room uncomfortable, making the whole community uncomfortable because you can't handle your emotions, it's just like, bro, put your shit in check before you come around here giving bad energy to kids. There was one tournament he got mad because he lost 3 matches in a row, and he was in the corner. I stopped talking to him. He was getting consoled. This dude was getting consoled by a 12-year-old. This 12-year-old was like the number 2 player in the whole state, or at least in our scene in Seattle scene. And I was like, you're getting consoled by a 12-year-old, and you're like my age, dog. Get the fuck out of here, man. It's just like we're not here to babysit, grown-ups who haven't outlived their little childlike whatever. We're doing the Beyblade shit because we're grown-ups who have that childlike whatever. You know what I'm saying? We have that, but we also pay it forward. Like, I'm always just like, yeah, I find some kids that can't afford shit, their parents can't afford stuff. I just give them free blades, man. So I'm like, I don't really need this. Like, it's just gonna take up space in the house anyway. Like, I'm not sweating over the game. Like, I don't care about rank. I just want to have fun. I've only won one tournament, and the one I won was against that guy, which is funny. And he ended up being second place. But it's just like, I realized he wanted to be my friend only because he wanted some healthy competition to practice against and feel good about himself. Because like he never kept up with me ever since then. But then now that he's done crashing out or whatever, it's like now you want to be back. It's just weird, just weird shit. But I told him, I was like, don't even bother coming around here because like I'm the same shit that people say behind his back. I'm gonna say to his face. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this as a tough guy. I'm just saying it like, bro, I'm tired of your shit. We're all tired of it. And like, I think you owe a lot of people in this scene an apology, and he hasn't really done it yet. He hasn't really humbled himself to do it yet. He's kind of slightly done it, but he's always doing it in like a public thing where everyone can see him apologizing. Everyone can see him being ridiculed or whatever. And it's just like, bro, you're always making a public scene. You don't really have one-on-one heartfelt kind of, he never really does that. But he's a goofball. I don't know. Good luck to him though. God bless him. Good luck to him. I wish the best for him, but I don't know if I trust him. He's had too many episodes where this stuff has happened. My bad. Yes, have some decorum. I'm gonna be honest with you, Zombre. I couldn't even define the word decorum for you, but I like the sound of it. That sounds like something that we all need to have as a bit of decorum. So I like the sound of that already. Lilith goes, yeah, that's not cool. Grown people past a certain age, exactly, who can't regulate their own emotions need to stay away from events involving involving kids until they can go get some help. And that's the thing, is like, it's a kid's game, so there's gonna be kids naturally there, and it's just like, why are you bringing this like, unkempt or whatever, like this I don't know what the word is, man. Unworked on. I'll just say that for lack of a better term. Not that he has to go to therapy, but some unworked on stuff. You know what I mean? Some things like that. Oh, a little dog here. All right. How are you? How's it going? That's okay. Yeah. All right. I just had a sandwich. I don't know if he smells it. So yeah, that might be it. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. What kind of dog is it? Golden Doodle. Oh, okay. Is it still a puppy? A year. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Gotta burn off some energy. Yeah. This energy or unresolved. Yeah, unresolved issues, but it's like one thing he does is he makes his problems everyone else's problems. So he will go through some problematic stuff and then he'll kind of share it, if not make it everyone else's issue. So he was mad because he ordered some stuff from Japan. This is a recent thing. He ordered some stuff from Japan. Japan got hit with the tariffs recently. There's like a tariff percentage that they've been hit with. So it costs more for them to ship us things that we're ordering. So they're giving a lot of people the options like, hey, excuse me, you can wait for the item, which might take a while, and then we're gonna have to charge you a little bit because of tariffs, or you can just cancel the whole order. We'll give you a refund. That's always been the option from Japan and certain Japanese companies that are sending stuff, I should say. Now, what he did was he posted up the email, and he said, "You know what, man? After they sent me this email, I reported them, and I'm taking it to like the higher or whatever." And I was like, "Dude, it's not the company's fault. It's the two countries that are having tariffs and disagreements with each other. It's the country's fault. It's not the company's fault. And you're giving the company more issues and the credit card more issues that they have to resolve now because you want to make it everyone else's problem." And he, mind you, he only ordered one item, and he was just mad that he might get charged. And I was like, they didn't charge you. You just lashed out right away when you saw the email that made you upset. So he always constantly makes his problems everyone else's problems. So when you say unresolved issues, that's exactly what he does, man. And like that's what I was saying. Like, good luck to him. God bless him. Like, I hope the best for him. But it's just like it's a constant thing, and it's disgusting, man. Kind of like yelling at the cashier that the food was messed up. It's just weird. It's just like if you got mad at the like I'll give you an example. If you opened, like, let's say you buy some cereal, like a box of cereal, and then the Apple Jacks were black. Like you bought some Apple Jacks and they were black, but then on the cardboard the expiration date is actually like in a couple months. But then you get mad at the people at the grocery store. It's like, no, no, no. We put it on the shelf because it literally says it expires in a couple of months, so it's good. It's good. We can sell this. But you're mad because they gave us a box of black Apple Jacks. Actually, I had a box of black Apple Jacks. I actually ate it when I was a kid. When we grew up, we used to go to the food bank. So we used to get food from the food bank. You know, it was like free food. But yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Racism, LOL. No, actually, no. But no, but like that's actually something that happened to me when I was a kid. We went to there was a food bank that used to be a block up the street, and they had these black Apple Jacks in there. And I didn't know what was going on, but I felt way bad as a kid. But then my grandpa and dad were like, "It doesn't matter. It's still food. You got to eat it." And I was like, "Ah, shit." So then I ate it. And then mind you, I think I was still eating those Apple Jacks with like water from the sink. Like I don't even think we had milk. But I remember those days, man, really well. And we used to joke about it in school because you know some kids be kind of bougie and they're like, "Yeah, I don't know if I could eat that." And I was like, I feel you, man. But I used to eat Black Apple Jacks. That's what we used to call them, Black Apple Jacks. And you get expired Fritos. Sometimes you get like expired Fritos, like a week old or a couple days old expired Fritos. They come to the food bank. You grab those, eat them right away. And then milk that's gonna expire in like a couple days. You just get that for free. Like it just be rare if you get some shit at the food bank. Um, but yeah, it's like that. It's like it's that same concept though. It is that same concept, bro. Where it's like, and then everyone literally like was trying to tell him what he did wrong, did and said wrong. It's like, bro, just clear that up. Like that, it's kind of it's weird that you're tripping like this. It's kind of weird that you're tripping like this. And then he didn't want to believe that he wasn't tripping. And then literally, like damn near like 5 to 10 people in the service started dogpiling on him. I was like, I'm not gonna sit here and dogpile on him, but it is kind of silly that he constantly does this shit. He shouldn't even be on our server, honestly. My great grandmother always had a big bag of Cheetos, and we would go to her throughout the day, and she would give us yeah. I miss those days, man. Those are good days, man. We used to have a what's it called? We have this Filipino bread called mamun. That's what we call it. It's like a sweet bread or something, like a buttered bread. But we had a apong. Apong just means elder for us. But she would just always get us these, and I was hooked as a kid. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I would try to get some like strawberry Nesquik. You know, that would be the only thing I'd have my mom spend a lot of money on. I was like strawberry Nesquik. You know what I mean? And then just some bread and some chips, like some shit like that. You know, when you're a kid, you're just eating all type of shit that's not good for you. but it is what it is. And this bag would last a week, and the Cheetos became stale. And as a kid, you don't care. You're like, oh, I guess it's a little more chewy. You know, it's funny. You got the stale chips. You're like, all right, I guess it takes longer to dissolve. It's a little chewy, but it's still chips, right? It's still Cheetos. No one's gonna deny the Cheetos. Stale Cheeto. You know what those like slightly, maybe not fully stale, but slightly stale Cheetos, I think are a little better than like slightly stale Doritos because the Cheetos already have a crunch to it. You know what I mean? So when you have that stale Cheeto, it's like, I ain't too bad because it has the crunch. Unless you're talking about like the even when you get the Cheeto puffs, when those get a little stale, they get a little crunchier or whatever, but it's still kind of good. I'm not gonna lie. I hate to say that, but sometimes you got, sometimes you got to eat, right? And now as an adult, I like stale Cheetos. It's funny how that sticks with you, though, right? It's funny how that sticks with you. I also like, I think because I ate like that, like growing up. I remember I took my girlfriend to one of my favorite Thai restaurants, and she was telling me that there was a specific like garbanzo bean or something inside the fried rice or the pad thai or something. I can't remember exactly. I think it was fried rice. And she's like, yeah, you can't tell that. No, I'm sorry. We went to a teriyaki joint, and she's like, you can't tell that this is stale. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, no, this garbanzo bean is just off. And mind you, she grew up with a like a SDA dad, which is a Seventh Day Adventist dad that he was super into like diet, but he was super into like religion also. So he was strict. He was strict about food. So he had her eating like alkaline, healthy diets as a kid. So her palate is way better than mine. But we went to this restaurant. She's like, you can't tell that this isn't good. You can't tell that it's not good for you. No, this is bad. And I was like, I don't know. I'm just eating. I'm just over just smacking on the fried rice. Like, I don't know. I'll eat this shit. This teriyaki and the fried rice. I'm eating this shit. And she's like, nah, I'm good. I'm not. So I'll finish it. I'm gonna finish this shit. She's like, nah, I would. But she was looking out for me. She was like, I would urge you not to finish eating this, or just like put the beans on the side and eat the rest. And I was like, I loved her, so I trusted her. I was like, all right, cool. I guess they got stale beans. I didn't know that was a thing. My mom also used to work for a vending company and would bring back boxes of expired chips, and they were still good. That's what I'm saying. But chips are like it. I mean, I'm not saying that you can eat them in the apocalypse because they're gonna expire. But what? Hold on. What food is it that you can like canned food? There's certain canned foods you can have, and I used to eat like canned fruits, like canned pineapples and shit. That's bro. I swear to God, like this kind of fucked up. Like I do miss going to like the thing is I don't need to go to the food bank because I have a job, but there's other people who really need to go, so I don't want to go there. But they used to have some shit. I'm not gonna lie. They used to have some canned fruit at the goddamn food bank. That shit was bomb. Like what are we doing? I need more of these in my life. Yes, stale Doritos. Yeah, something about stale Doritos. It's something about it, and maybe it's because it's the volume of the chip. You know what I mean? The volume of the chip is like it's like thin compared to the Cheeto, where Cheeto is like it's cylindrical, so there's more. You know what I mean? You know what the hell I'm trying to say. There's something about that where it's like there's more redeemable shit in like a thicker chip. Pause. Garbanzo. Go for the canned foods during. I used to go to the food bank with my mom. No, yeah, no shame, no shame. And the thing is, it was literally a block away, so I think that's why I didn't feel so shameful about it. My grandpa would literally walk up the block with like a little, cart that on wheels, and he would just grab shit, and then come back, and then yeah, we would just have food. We would just randomly have food. And my dad was like, he was one of I don't know. I mean, I kind of understand why he's like this, but he's very prideful in the sense of like, oh, I don't want anything free. You know what I mean? So he wants to work for his and spend the money he earned to like have food and things like that. But because of that, also, when they were offering free lunch at school, he would I think he was lying to me. He was saying like, oh yeah, we make too much for you to get free lunch. But I think he was basically telling me to pay for it. But I was like, no one's paying for me. No one's giving me the money to pay for my food, so I'm not eating at school. So I don't think he understood that. But I was trying to tell him, like, bro, I'm not eating at school because like you're telling me because he had pride or something. The dude had like pride. My mom always said that my dad had pride, and like the older I get, I see it. But he just didn't understand how to hand me like a couple of dollars. But I think after a while, he didn't trust me giving me money. He didn't know what I was gonna do with it. I was like, all I did was buy those damn what do you call those the peanut butter crackers, the peanut butter crackers with the cheese on it. But yeah, my dad wouldn't let me have free lunch for some reason. My mom would come by sometimes, put money on my account. I used to just steal free lunch. I'm not gonna lie. I used to just stand in line with my friends. I would grab some and then just walk off. And then every now and again, like the lady would yell at me, like, "Hey, you can't do that." And I was like, "I'm sorry. I thought today was one of those days. I would just be lying all the time. You got to pay for it." And I was like, I'll be honest, ma'am. I don't have any money today." And then sometimes she let me get the PB&J, and other days like it's whatever. But I used to be the kid with again with no shame. I used to walk around the lunchroom. I was like, "Hey, if you don't finish that pizza crust, give it to me." And I would eat everybody's pizza crust and leftover shit. And people were like, "Man, you really struggling like that?" I was like, "I got no shame. I'll eat this. I'll eat this, bro, because I got to work out today, tomorrow, and the next day. I'm gonna be working out every day. So I'll eat whatever food you give me. But don't be throwing shit." Like I was talking shit to people, like, "Stop wasting food. Give me the leftover shit. I'll eat it." People would just be handing me shit. I wasn't trying to be a bully. I was just like, "Stop wasting food." People are really throwing pizza crust away and some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? You also have free lunch. Did I read that? Yeah. Okay. Um, I don't know. I think about that stuff sometimes. My bad. I'm ready for Silk Song low key. I'm about to start walking off slowly. LOL, that's the best part. That's what's crazy, man. It's like I didn't even care that people put their lips on a. This is wrong. This is wrong, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I remember and also wasn't lying, but like in middle school, they're like, "You don't care that my germs are on the pizza or the pizza crust?" I was like, "Bro, as long as you ain't got AIDS, I'm gonna eat it." You know what I'm saying? It's kind of wrong to say in hindsight because it does sound kind of crazy. Let me grab my shit. I need to hit this water fountain. I'm just being honest. I was like, "Shit, as long as you ain't got no diseases, bro, I'll eat it. You got diseases? We're good. I'll eat the food. I do not care. I'm gonna eat." But yeah, I understand my dad as I get older because the older I get, I have pride and sense. Like because I'm still under his roof, I try not to get food from him sometimes all the time. Like I'll eat whatever he makes. Don't get me wrong, but it's like there's some days where I just go out to eat. Like right now, I'd rather grab breakfast because I don't want to take money away or food away from the stuff that he just has in the fridge. You know, I have pride and sense that like I'm working. Oh, like I'll do that. You know, hopefully that makes sense though. My bad. It's hella bright. There's hella sunshine behind me. I also got to watch where I step right now. It's a park slash dog park, you know. Oh, bro, it's about to be like 90 degrees around 3. What time is it right now? Hold on. 2 more hours. So it's like probably 86 right now, 84, 86, something like that. Don't step on the dew. You know, when I was a kid, when my niece was still a baby, she used to love watching Scooby Doo, and my cousin would come to pick her up, and she'd be like, what have you been watching? What have you been watching? What shows have you been watching with your uncle?" She's like, "I doo doo." She'd be saying doo doo because she didn't know how to say Scooby Doo yet. That she used to be hella cute. And that water was hella warm and hot. Oh yeah. I don't think that as pride, but responsibility, right? Yeah. LOL, dude. My bad. I have hella sun light in my screen. I might have to tilt it. There we go. But no, that water, that that fountain water, I tried to let it run, but it was still hella warm. But by like the fourth sip, it started to get cold, so that's good. That's the thing. Like Lilith, you're a mom, so you know. But it's like, you know, when kids are kids, it's like, or like they're little kids, it's hella cute, and they get older, and then I'm not saying they get boring. I don't want to sit there and shit on teenagers because that's why teenagers get depressed. Because you know why teenagers get depressed? Because they constantly have to hear their parents and uncles and aunts like us talk about, "Oh, I remember when you were a baby," and they're gonna be like, "Well, I'm not a baby no more, so maybe they don't love me no more." Like sometimes they go through that shit, but I'm not gonna lie, it is really cute when they're babies because they say all this innocent shit that's like that they can get away with. You know what I mean? That shit hella funny. My niece gets annoyed when we bring up when she's a baby, but I'm like, nah, it's just funny. It's just like we think back to those days when everything was innocent. We were kind of hard on her though, not too much. Her mom was for sure, but that kind of sharpened her up into a responsible kid, so that's a good thing. But yeah, let me check something. But yeah, it is weird though, like being older than some of my nieces and nephews, watching them grow up. It is kind of an interesting experience, man. I don't know what to make of it. But yeah. All right, Zombie. I appreciate you sticking around, man. I'm over here just rambling at the park, sitting down and shit, walking through. Thank you for helping me get past an hour and some change. I'm just hanging out. That's what I do these days. I'll be doing shit like this, but I'm getting close to walking up in this library. I'm pretty much on the same block. So I'll catch you in like a couple minutes. I'm about to plug in my phone, start charging things up, and I'm gonna set up I'm gonna shut them down, set them up shop. You know what I mean? Over here. But there it is, man. Everybody here. Love y'all, appreciate